The building is the oldest on campus. It was built in the early part of the last century. The building next to it, which was also a mule barn house, was struck by lightning and burned down, so they rebuilt this one, eliminated the one that was burned down, of course, and just put this one on that site in 1912. It was made of a special construction called slip concrete, which in its day was a brand new way of making buildings, and it's still that today. It still has the original concrete in it.
I am blessed. I'm blessed to be the vendor in this facility. It has been an opportunity that I never thought that I would have. And so when I was approached about this opportunity last year, it kind of fit into the niche of what I do. And UGA has been very welcoming, and they've done anything and everything that I've ever asked for. And so I'm very, very blessed to be here. I have two favorite parts. One are the turkey tracks in the conference room. It's really cool because the epoxy they put on the floor doesn't compromise what the concrete floor is. And so all the imperfections that you see in the floor, you get to actually see them, but we can mop them at the same time. So it's nice about that. But there's turkey tracks, there's raccoon tracks. Those are really cool. And then being able to look at the walls and see what the people who worked here wrote on the walls, because they would write on it, you know, as the mules were bringing in whatever they were, you know, whatever they brought in. And so they wrote all these calculations on the wall. And to be able to see that part of history, I mean, I can see the walls, I can see what they made, but actually see how somebody worked and what they did, to me, is just fascinating.
This did house mules until the mid part of last century, and then of course tractors came into play, and then it housed tractors. And eventually it was just a storage unit. And then it was on a demolition list to be demolished. And some people on the campus, including the former assistant dean here, Dr. Arkin, saw a potential of it being something special on campus, and thus it was kind of the birth and the vision of the Mule Barn Cafe.
What we do is we do as much as we can, farm to table. Our specials every day are done farm to table. Right now, the only thing that's really available are greens, kale. Cauliflower just came up, so we had cauliflower soup this week. You know, so as things come into the farm and to my local farmers that I use, then I'm able to use those here at the cafe. So we do as much as we can. So what we have an item here called Mule Feed, and it just happened to come around and someone called it Mule Feed, and it's a kale salad, and one of my local farmers grows the kale just for me. And so we can have that. It's a softer kale. We like the flavor and the texture of it. And so we use as much as we can. I'm also working with food suppliers and finding out where my food is coming from. And if I can get it out of Georgia and I can get it locally, that's what I'm going for.
And we have people now filling up our parking lot right next to the cafe, coming in, taking advantage of it, taking advantage of the wonderful breakfasts and lunches that are open to the community. A lot of people are maybe under the perception that it is just for the campus, but it's not. It's the City of Griffin restaurant. People from all over the area can come in anytime and enjoy it.